Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're enjoying your day so far, and today we're going to talk about a pretty entertaining topic, that being around gentlemen's agreements once again, but this time it's around a map. The first time in quite a while, I think, in Call of Duty that we've seen an entire map be gentlemen's agreements by the professional players, and I believe this is especially the case given the fact that Raid is coming into the rotation, it does seem right now. Intrigued to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new as always, I'd greatly appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. Thank you very much for doing that. First of all, just wanted to remind you all, this time tomorrow at, well, 3 PM Eastern time, it's actually slightly earlier than this time tomorrow, on Monday the 7th of December, this documentary is premiering live on YouTube. I talked about it yesterday. Yeah, certainly the best video this channel will have ever produced, so yeah, feel free to check that out and set your diaries for tomorrow. Pretty exciting stuff. We talked a while ago about exactly what was going on with the Los Angeles Thieves. It does seem that Slasher, TJ, Kenny and Temp is still a team of 4 on this squad right now, as Crone points out. They were playing against well, the Florida Mutineers yesterday, was slacked on that squad, so certainly looks like these are two teams that are yet to be confirmed for some reason, but are probably coming in the coming days. And well, yeah, here we go. So a few weeks ago, Crone comes out and says on the 26th of November, look, this is the gentleman's agreement list V1, and no AK-47 stuff over in the UK, and over in the European region even, and over time, this has just continued to expand, and well, no surprises about that, that's what tends to happen. So you get the additional items in red that he adds on, so no smokes and respawn was added, then no lasers were added, in addition to no score streaks, no thermals, no gearhead perk breed, Lawbreaker is the only thing you can use but no overkill, tactical rifles of course also banned, Molotovs also gone, and again, teams limited to 3 trophies, 2 smokes in search and destroy at the time on the 29th of November. So then things ramp up a little bit with version 1.0.2, these couple of attachments being banned, the no smokes region being specified for North American only in the respawns, and then 1 sniper in search and destroy EU was also added. This then is the most recent version, 1.0.3 as he says, no snipers in respawn added, North American only for now, no cartel added, which is the interesting one, and then 1 sniper in search and destroy added to all regions. So yeah, kind of funny that they just straight up banned snipers in respawn, because I suppose how strong they believe they are. Don't want people using them in control and hardpoint and such, which we've never really seen in the past because they've never been viable. This game seems like that is the case. So this is everything on the full screen for you guys, and I think it's kind of well, kind of interesting that we have no cartel under other here, which is right now a map in the competitive rotation. Guys, I imagine the Challengers Cup was playing on it yesterday. Now, interesting to me to see, like, this map has been a question mark. It's not, well, in my opinion, it's pretty bad. The bushes in the middle of the map are one of, well, a lot of pro players' major concerns with it, and if that was fixed, maybe this could be viable. But no pros have really been scrimming this for weeks now, and, well, you can certainly argue that maybe if they'd heard that Raid was coming behind the scenes or something like that, then it's very possible they decided, okay, Cartel's going to go, Raid's going to come in, potentially we have other maps as well into the rotation, and they've just decided to straight up gentleman's agreement the map and not play it at all in professional scrims the last couple of weeks. So pretty entertaining. But as you can see right here, the maps and modes list is as follows. Let me just zoom out real quick. So Hardpoint, Cartel, Checkmate, Crossroads, Garrison and Moscow are the maps. But yeah, no pros have been scrimming Cartel in weeks. They've just been scrimming these 4. But yeah, certainly Raid's coming into the rotation, as we talked about a couple of days ago, I imagine is going to be in the competitive side. We talked about it yesterday, how yeah, things are shaping up for a good year here for CDL 2021. A few people mentioning, like, oh, are we sure that Raid is going to be in the rotation? Is that absolutely guaranteed? It's not absolutely guaranteed. We're going to look at a thread in just a second here, which, well, seems to imply it from my perspective. And yeah, well, these are the other maps in the game, of course. So right now, Cartel, the pros have just decided it's not good enough. We're just going to straight GA it from competitive play. They do tend to like Crossroads, Checkmate is okay, Moscow's okay, Miami kind of works for Search, Garrison's okay as well. But yeah, going to be nice to see Raid in the game, hopefully on the competitive side. And yeah, then also potentially other maps as well coming December the 16th with the launch of Season 1 for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, even though it got delayed somewhat. Hopefully it does not get delayed once again. Now, talking about the whole idea that yeah, is Raid going to be in the competitive rotation, I think that we have a pretty good indication in this thread right here, and I'm certainly intrigued to hear your thoughts on this thread in the comment section below. JP Krez says, so of course the analyst over the New York Subliners, if it were up to you, where would you put the control points on Raid? Ring and kitchen, question mark. This, I believe, is what I would do, but yeah, some of the pros are disagreeing on this one. So Method says ring and tiki, and Gunjar says like tiki, question mark, exclamation mark, etc. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Raid, this is the map. This is ring over this side, this is mid-map, this is zigzag as it was called, this is red building, this is building, this is poolside, this is basketball court, this is kitchen, this is top laundry, and yeah, that kind of gives you an open stairs, pillars, all this kind of good stuff, driveway, back garage, gym, oh my god, all the callbacks are coming back to me. So the hardpoint rotations that we looked at the other day, the first one is over here in ringside, the second one is kitchen, then it goes to back garage, then it goes to basketball court, then it goes to mid map, and then back to ringside. Now if you guys think of most control maps throughout Black Ops 4, for example, think of a map like Seaside or a map like Arsenal or something like that, they tended to have it so that there was one control point on one side of the map on the extremity that was kind of close fought over, and then one of them was kind of in middle somewhere a little bit further pushed back. Certainly on Seaside, we see a similar situation where there was one on the left-hand side, and then there was one pushed back a little bit in mid in that kind of church building. Wasn't always the case, but in my opinion, it seems to be what makes sense to have the control points relatively close together, so it's a relatively easy rotation. Like, let's say you're coming over to this control point, but it seems like the defense have it on lock, then, you know, you can actually make the rotation, whereas if it was all the way over in basket, the rotation would be kind of long. But, yeah, certainly some implications here on exactly what might be happening. To me, I think it makes sense for offense to spawn down here, as they do for Search and Destroy, defense to spawn up here, have ring as the first control point, and then the second one I think should be kitchen. The only issue with kitchen really is where the spawns might be, right? Because if the offense spawned all the way back here in garage, and the defense spawned back here and maybe laundry side, the defense are going to be a hell of a lot closer to kitchen. So I think they maybe have to do something with the spawns, spawn the offense maybe in Zig, maybe over in driveway, maybe over at pool house, depending on what is going on, and then at least they have multiple ways to attack the control point potentially if it is in kitchen. Because what's nice about kitchen, it has 3 entrances. It has the front entrance, the back entrance, and then in through money, which it's probably what you want to see for a control point, as opposed to something like Tiki maybe, when it's just like a small building with back door and then the front kind of ring entrance, and then basketball court as well, which is so far away from ringside and also only has 2 entrances. So back to the thread, Method says, look, where else could you put it that isn't too close to ring and that isn't too close to spawn? Court isn't bad, so saying, okay, basketball court might work if you can force back laundry spawns, saying that, like, as long as the defense don't spawn back here, but instead spawn all the way over here on the right hand side, then it can work okay. And if you're spawning pool, for example, and they're spawning back laundry, that could be a reasonable location, but it's just the rotations between point A and point B that are a bit concerning to me in that situation. As Method says, look, I don't really like the idea of having a control point only having 2 entrances. Tiki could work, maybe kitchen instead. Not sure who this needs to be communicated to, but a test server should be built where pros can scrim with updated OBJ locations that can change at any point, similar to PTR and Overwatch, so you can all decide. I think kitchen is a great spot for the second point, maybe even right below pool stairs, like the area in front of Tiki. I was just thinking about this idea as well, actually, if we look at this as well. So the area below Tiki, like somewhere in this region, but yeah, it could be kind of awkward given the the lack of cover maybe in this area. But then what's interesting about this thread to me is that Matt Sconce from Treyarch then comes back in the chat. Kitchen is a touch too close to defender spawns. You'd only have kitchen entrance unless you wrap around through Coke window, which would be tough, or take the long wrap by car. I've never heard anyone call it Coke room before. Coke room, like, Lace is just cracking up about this. That's what my homeboy keeps, is all his good stuff. And well, this is what I called money room, what pretty much everyone called money room. Kitchen is just in here to the right. This is outside down by Tiki, as you can see, the pool side. And in this room, people called it money because all the stacks are here. But yeah, I see what he means, I suppose, about the Coke room if you look at it from that perspective. But yeah, not something I thought about before. Maybe that's what the Treyarch guys called it back in the day. Just to finish off with this, because I wonder if any of you guys are affected by this. But yeah, a few days ago, of course, when OpTic Gaming was officially announced it was going to be back, they had this, like, the Founders hoodie, right? Which you didn't have the design. There was no design preview for it on the website. And Iconation, I'm sure a lot of other guys ended up copying this hoodie. And well, as he says, picture 2, the champion hoodie from a few years ago, effectively saying that it's just a reskin, or well, basically just exactly the same hoodie that he bought for $90 a few years ago. This time he bought for $90. So yeah, interesting to see. I think a lot of frustration with this, the fact that it's effectively just a copy and paste. Even though Hector does come back in reply and said it's 2 completely different hoodies, quality alone is better. I guess well, some things you can't necessarily see from the images. But yeah, certainly intrigued to hear your thoughts on the conversation below if any of you guys are affected by this. But yeah, certainly Icon, I believe, well, came to get a refund for this, and maybe a similar option is available for you guys if you're not exactly well, too happy with the situation. I'll finish off with a clip here from Scraps, because once again he's absolutely dominating some game battles matches with the sniper rifle in hand. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm know you enjoy this content. Other people like you may enjoy this content as well, and help grow the competitive Call of Duty community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care, and I will see you next time.
Oh man, why did he turn around? He was just about to get the assassination.
Oh, one here, one shot. Pushing back out.
I'm coming up here now, wait.
Piano stairs.
Coming now.
Last 2 bomb piano
Yeah, I
stairs.
got another one about to shout top purple.
One bomb piano stairs.
I'm the best in the world!
Shit it.
On it,
He's up
top,
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 bro.
top, Russian.
There's 2 on A, there's 2 on A, there's 2 on A.
Yeah, I'm watching top green,
Bottom green.
Yeah, I'm watching heady, Tyler. I'm watching heady.
Measure weak on it.
There's 2 there. Omar back to one shot, I got one
Only
shot.
2 there, only 2 there.
I know, kill me.
Defending A. Up.
On the point, dud.
Bro, I can't shoot this.
Point.
It can't be.
God damn it.
It can't be, right?
Hey, outer.
I'm spawn killing all of them, guys, please! Get him off the f***ing point, dude!
Holy man.
I'm spawn killing all of them, man!
Bedroom. Dylan.
Minute. You back man, watch out.
Dude, that was comedy, bro. I was actually spawn killing all of them. I'm Marnus truck dead.
Nice.
Dude.
He said it can't be. It can't be.
Bro, we're getting 3 piece on the point. The bottom